What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. So recently today the Green Bay Packers released former All-Pro defensive tackle Michael Daniels, and he is available to be signed with any team. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I would absolutely love for the Dallas Cowboys to sign Daniels. Daniels been played for the Green Bay Packers between about 7 years, from 2012, a 4th-round draft pick. In those 7 years, he's recorded about 29 sacks. You remember, from the defensive tackle position, we're not really paying you for sacks. It's a great thing, but our main focus is, can you stop the run? And him, along with Snacks Harrison, over the last 5 years have made their name as the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. Now, the Green Bay Packers did release him, and from what it seems as if it wasn't because of a downplay in production. You guys remember last year he did miss 6 games due to a foot injury, but before then he was balling. Like, he was this normal guy. Be honest with you, I think they released him more of the fact that they get to save about $8.5 million on their books. He was supposed to make $10 million, but as of right now, the Green Bay Packers are going to save $8 million by releasing him. I definitely think that Daniels will be a great pickup. If you're asking about what amount of money I would pay him, I would give him a contract around the Mighty Quinn. The Dallas Cowboys gave the Mighty Quinn a 1-year deal worth $8 million. And to be honest with you, Daniels has a way higher upside than Quinn, so I would have no problem giving him a deal around that same amount of money. Now, another cool thing about my boy Daniels is he just turned 29 years old. So, I mean, defensive tackles are like offensive linemen. They could play a long time into the NFL. So he could easily play 3 or 4 more years into the NFL. So to be honest with you, I wouldn't even mind signing him like on a 3-year deal worth about $24 million at about $8 million a year. Now, how would he fit in on this line? I tell you, the reason he'll fit in great on this line is because... What's up? It's your boy West Coast. If you like the video, like the video. And while you're at it, show your boy some love and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Remember, never look down because the star is up. Enjoy the video. You got to remember, our 2 biggest losses of last year were what? The Rams game, when we could not stop C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley. Why? It wasn't because of talent. This is because we didn't have enough bodies, man. David Irving was not active. Dayton Jones was not active. And then Antoine Woods got hurt in the actual game. He tore his labrum in the game. So even if we beat the Rams that game, Antoine Woods is probably not available the next week. So, part of the reason why we lost to the, that Rams game and that Colts game wasn't because of the sheer talent. It's because we did not have enough bodies. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're telling me you have an opportunity to put a DeMarcus Lawrence right beside Mike Daniels, honestly, I think you're going to see both of those guys have career years. Why? Because you remember, look what DeMarcus Lawrence has been able to do with Collins beside him, with Antoine Woods beside him. Imagine putting a guy who is 100% known for stopping the run right beside DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, bro, our defensive line is gonna be the best in the NFL if you add a guy like a Mike Daniels to this line, and you get that veteran savviness, and you get that veteran preference on the defensive line. The last thing I like is this. You just drafted Tristan Hill in the 2nd round. By adding a guy like Mike Daniels out there, you put Tristan Hill in a position where you're not forcing him to have to start and have to be good right now. He can actually take time to become great at his position so he doesn't wash out early or doesn't bum out early. So, I mean, I don't see how putting Mike Daniels in front of Tristan Hill and making Tristan Hill learn from a guy who was once an All-Pro doesn't help him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. The Dallas Cowboys should sign Mike Daniels. Like, this just makes way too much sense. Like, if you sign Mike Daniels, bro, like, we have the best defensive line in the NFC and probably in all of the NFL. Tyson, the West Coast Cowboy, you already know what it is. Never look down because the star is up. Peace.
This is Ray Williams. Thank you so much for hanging out with us with Dallas Cowboy Scout.
Appreciate it.
My man West Coast from this boat. Thank you for watching West Coast.
Shout out West Coast Cowboys. You know it's always love over here. Raider, Cowboy, always a Cowboy.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!